Welcome back YouTube, Tutor UK, back in the shop, different view, still messing about with the camera, not got any new lights, not sure about this is unusual. I'm actually sitting in a chair. Import special I think today, with a couple of PS1 beauties thrown in for good measure. Dead weird this is, because I've had to put the camera further back and kind of zoom it in, and I've never zoomed the camera in before. But yeah, you get a bit more of a view of the mighty Master System collection there, and we've got, fully enough, managed to get because I'm fucking stupid, Neo Geo AES running on the B&O. It was a cable. I bought a cable from, where did I buy the cable from? Retro Computer Shack. There you go, free plug. Can I have 25% off if I mention it? No. But yeah, it's a stereo doobie fucker. But you know what? That fucking screen, that bastard B&O. It doesn't. I've got to adjust it again because it's not right, and I just can't be doing with it. So I plugged it all in and it worked, and then I realised obviously all the geometry's still out because obviously it's been set for PC Engine. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. Done with it. Definitely need to get a Trinitron back in here. I'll keep the B&O obviously, but just so much easier. Apparently there is a happy medium. What that is, I don't know. And you know what? Spent hours pissing about with it. I'm not doing it again. So yeah, I've got some stuff that I've had here for, again, months and months and months. Some Facebook purchases, eBay, literally, when I say local, I mean like not round the corner, but not too far, like across the next block. And a purchase from an awesome YouTuber who doesn't really do videos anymore, and probably won't be doing the traditional videos that he used to do anymore. But we'll come to that when we come to that. And like I say, a couple of PlayStation games. I've still got, and obviously you can't see it, I can see it, loads of Super Nintendo to go through. So yeah, let's crack on, guys. I have gone a bit Christmassy, and it's probably a good job it's zoomed in, because some of you will know, obviously I have lost quite a bit of weight and nothing fits me. You know, nothing fits me. So I've dug this festive t-shirt out. I think I got it last year. I thought I'll wear that next year. And it's like a Pac-Man one, but it looks like a fucking night dress on me. It's massive. It's absolutely huge. So it's probably a good job it's zoomed in. God, I can't get used to this. It's too far. I feel like it's too far away. So yeah, even I look like I've got like some sort of like disease or whatever, but it's just because the clothes I'm wearing, obviously they're probably like 2 sizes too big now, guys. I'll be damned if I'm buying any more clothes yet. We'll see if I can keep the weight off first day. Right, cracking on. So, like I said, there's an import, kind of import heavy, I suppose, for want of a better word, in this vid. So, what we'll do, we'll start with some Megadrive or Genesis. 2 Genesis titles, both bought from, no, one was bought from Facebook, I think Retro Realm, or might be Galaxy Sega, and the other one I seen on one of those groups, but the guy had it on eBay. So I found it on eBay and put an offer in on eBay, which was cheaper than what he was asking on the group. I'm sure it was something weird like that, and I was like, okay guy, whatever. So the one that I got from the actual group itself is Raiden Trad. I think this was, I think it come from Ireland or something weird. I've got to get the stickers off this shit. I've done nothing with this one, balls, because it's been stashed away for that long. It kind of is complete. So I sort of said to the guy, oh, well, you've got a photocopied manual, and I think he reduced the price for that. The cart's got a load of stickers on it, which we can obviously get off. And I've just completely, even the box has got a sticker on it. Slightly faded on the spine. Like I said, I've done absolutely nothing with this. But it was something like 45 quid, I think, posted. And, you know, like even with that, a manual, I think they're like 60, 70 quid. But when I got this and I looked at it, I thought, oh, the manual's fine. I was going to throw it away. But what I think's happened is that someone has basically, very crudely, printed off a shit front cover, because the actual booklet is the booklet. So someone's just printed off or had a photocopy sleeve, because obviously it doesn't match up anyway. So I might have a word with my mate Fob if he's even watching this, because I know Fob is a bit of a whiz with the old printer. So all I need is like a new thingy, and he can restaple that, because the actual booklet itself is the proper one. Just missing the cover, but I'm not sure what this is like. I think the Genesis version of Raid and Trad's better than the SNES version, but I'm not sure if it's better than the Raiden version on the PC Engine. But I don't think the PC Engine one's called Raiden Trad. I don't know. I'm not a big Raiden guy, and I know there are differences. But again, months ago that was. So the one that I got from the same guy that put this on the Facebook group, which I then put a bid in on eBay and won it for like shitloads less. I have tried to get some stickers off this, and I did alright actually, I think. Yeah, and iron the manual a little bit, needs a bit more iron. I've actually bought an iron. Iron is on its way from Amazon, so there is that. I've never heard of this before. I think it's a Genesis and Japanese Mega Drive exclusive. Yet another shooter, and it's Task Force Harrier EX. By Trickle. It looks very coin-op arcadey. Let me know what you think to this viewing angle. I don't know whether to continue it. The only, again, seems to be a common theme with a lot of these. The old spine is faded, and that's where I managed to get the sticker off, but the rest of that, if I took any more of that off, it was ruining it, so I just stopped. But like I say, it was a great big fucking dirty sticker across there. So it's come up okay. And again, I don't know what it is with these Genesis booklets, but the manual the manual was doubled over. So if you still see it curled up a little bit there. So again, it probably needs another iron. I mean, I've ironed it, but I probably put it under some heavy books and that really flattened that out then. But yeah, it's all there. And the cart, I think the cart did have some price stickers on it. I think towards the top corner there, you can just see it. Again, I need a little, probably needs another clean up, only very slightly. I can't remember what I paid for this. I absolutely cannot remember. It couldn't have been that much. I want to say maybe 30 quid, but I could be talking absolute bullshit. But yeah, two nice Genesis sort of exclusives, I suppose, from an English collection. I need to sort that. I'm going to leave Raid and Trad out. I need to get them labels off there. But yeah, been there a while. Not been tested, not been tried. But there will be. There will be. We're not doing that anymore. We'll do one random. I've been looking out for this for ages. Had it on an eBay save search. And what's kind of happening is I'm trying to pick off those ones that I've just sort of always thought I'll get them, and I never got round to doing it. Now this is obviously, like I say, it's an import. It's on the GameCube from the US. Again, I think it got a Japanese release, didn't get an English one. I've got the first one, and I always was looking out for the second one. The second one's kind of more expensive. They're on the PlayStation 2 as well, but always in America. So it's always, and obviously after Brexit, everyone's just gone stupid with the charges, and then you risk customs charges. Well, anyway, this one came up in the UK. I have a feeling that this was for sale and it didn't sell, so the guy put it on bids, and I won it for a stupid. It was like 27 quid delivered on this, and I thought, I said to myself, I'm fucking having it. I'm getting it no matter what. And it's come through. It's in great nick, and it is Mega Man X collection. So the US GameCube. still think the PAL or the European boxes are better, but each to their own. Because I don't know what all this gubbins is that you have all around it, all this like frame, like scaffolding that it whack around it. But yeah, so I've got the first one, which is the Mega Man collection, and obviously as an ACS, this is the Mega Man X collection, so it's the 7 sort of ones that were mainly on the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom. And what does it say on the back here? Through Mega Man X6 to 1 incredible collection, Mega Man X through to X6. Hidden features, Mega Man Battle and Chase racing game never before released in the US. Original remix soundtracks plus much more. So there you go. There you go. Not bought a GameCube game for years and years. So again, just one that came up at the right price on a bid. Thought, I'm in like Flynn. We'll have that fucker, and we did. That's what we did. I'm going to do this because this came in. What day we're on now? We're on Saturday. I still make videos on Saturday. Well, I could make this at any time, but it's Saturday. This came yesterday in the post from a very good friend of mine. Been on the tubes probably as long as me, maybe longer perhaps. Shock 16, back once again with the Renegade Master, or perhaps not back maybe at all, but he may be back in another form. So Shocks, again, links down below to Shocks channel. Again, he probably started before me or at the same time. He's selling up, not selling everything. I think he's just selling what he doesn't want to keep. I know it sounds daft, but I think a lot of his childhood stuff he's keeping, like his Game Boy collection, but a lot of the other stuff he's filling out. And I said to him, I always coveted this game, always seen it on his shelves in the background. And I was like, oh God, I'd love to have that. And I must have mentioned it numerous times in his videos. Well, obviously the time has come and he wanted to get rid of it. He did me a fantastic price. And obviously I'm not going to disclose said price, but he did, looked after me, allowed me to sort of do a 50-50 split, which always helps because it's not a cheap game. But really happy to get it, honestly. But weirdly enough, Alex Nintendo Arcade showed this in his MVS videos, and he was like, "The fucking shit this is," with a Cockney accent. I've actually played it because hence I got the Neo Geo working. So you can, it's Neo Geo style AES game, and I quite enjoyed it actually. I was playing with the smaller pad. Can't we call it the S-type? It's not the S-type, but you know, the smaller CD pad. I'm not sure if that helped as well, but yeah, I quite enjoyed it actually. And it is none other than Ghost Pilots on the mighty AES. And not only is it on the AES, it is the English version. God, I can't see what you can see now, so I'm just hoping you can see that, because I'm so far away. I'm not convinced on this style, but we'll see. We'll persevere. And then you've got, oh God, glorious. That is a thing of beauty. That really is a thing of beauty. Don't care what anybody says. And the Destructions, again, in English. Not in colour, but in English, which again I didn't even realise, just because all I ever used to see on his shelf was just the spine, and it was like, oh, Ghost Pilots. Because obviously some Japanese releases still have the English spine, some don't, you know, some have the kanji or whatever. But it is the English, I think, when I say English, I think it's the American release. And I think it might be the first release of this, because there's another one which what they call the dog tag one, which have like a growling dog. I've got a couple of I've got one dog tag which I think is Super Baseball 2020. I'm not sure if they came out after, like not like a platinum or whatever. I don't know, but there's definitely two English US versions of a lot of the games. Obviously this one, and then you get the dog tag version, which has I think has different artwork as well. But yeah, I have played this. Funnily enough, I did play it, and I quite enjoyed it. It is a slow-paced shooter. Maybe that's why I liked it. I don't like the bullet hells. I don't like them ridiculously slow. Like, see, Xenon 2's got a great soundtrack, but it is way too slow even on the Amiga. Whereas this one, I think once you get a couple of power-ups, it's not too bad. You get a couple of speed-ups, you get a couple of I think S. I thought it was extra speed, might be special, but it seems to speed you up and give you extra shots. Yeah, and I quite enjoyed it. I didn't do any continues. I just played like the first 3 lives. I think I got a couple of extra lives as well. But I thought it was all right. Quite enjoyed it. So yeah, maybe like, you know, sometimes with some games you have to sort of persevere a little bit. You know, one playthrough isn't enough. But hey, look, it got a playthrough, man. Give me a break. Unheard of on this channel. See the light? Yeah, the light. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I have to get a smaller tripod because I've got like a little unit here, which you can't see. It's a Kallax unit on the side, and then I've got my desk here. So I could get a smaller tripod, and then the camera could come closer without the zooming feature. So I've got four PS1 and 4 American Super Nintendo. So we'll do the PS1 first. One is not really a new purchase. It's again piecing together these games that, because I can see them all on the shelves now, it's just easier to be able to go, actually that's missing, that's missing. One that was missing an insert is Twishinden 4. Twishinden. So off of eBay again, a couple of quid, I think 4 quid, and this is the black label. So I wasn't, I mean, I say I don't know everything fully enough, but the more common version of this is like, it's not the white label, but you know, it's not the full black label one. It's like some sort of like budgety type thing. And as luck would have it, someone had the insert for sale for this. So now we have a nice original black label version of Twishinden. Yeah, really late release. So we could put that back on the shelf, never to be seen again. There we go. It's okay. Right, this one I've had for ages. Oh, I've got, actually, these two are CX. So this one is eBay. Obviously the front insert for Twishinden was eBay. How did I come about this? For some reason I found this. God, it's been that long since I had it. I can't remember how I come across this game. I was looking for something else on Tinternet via a search, and this one came up. I'm trying to think what spurred me to look for this. Shit, it's one of these ones I don't think CEX carry either, and it's one of them weird ones you can probably find. I haven't looked obviously because I've had this months now. But when I was looking for it, it's one of them ones where there's like 4 or 5 people that have got a copy and they want like 60, 70 quid for it or something stupid. And then the odd one turns up every so often for like a tenner. It was something, I'm sure it was something like that. And I'd missed one when I was looking for it. You know, you can do sold listings. I'd kind of missed one at that price. So I just held firm. And one popped up again, so I snapped it up. And I can't think what led me to actually search for it. And I think it's a twin stick shoot. I think it's a spiritual successor to something. Yeah, that was it. The only problem with this one's got some scroll on the inside, which will really piss Holster off. Who we don't see anymore. We don't see Holster. But anyway, the game in question is called Machine Hunter. Loaded. Loaded and Reloaded. It's in that same family. That was what it was. There was an article or something where someone said this. I'm surprised these didn't get sued. Yes, that's it. So Machine Hunter. Essentially, it's like Loaded or Reloaded. You can take control of the aliens and you can use their powers. But it's like a 3D. It's not isometric, but it's multi-tiered, multi-leveled shooter. A bit like, it's like Smash TV on different levels, or Robotron on different levels. And I'm sure it's twin stick. But yeah, it is complete. So the only thing that will piss some people off is a load of fucking scroll on the inside, which doesn't bother me too much. But the manual's in lovely condition, and the discs there, obviously. Yeah, I'm not fussed. You don't fucking see it. At least there's no damage to the outside or anything. But yeah, like I say, tricky, weird one. Because you'll find it on eBay, and there may be one on there for a tenner now. But it's one of them ones from when I was looking for it. There's none, and then there's just one pops up, and then there's none again forever, for ages, not forever, because that'd be stupid. Yeah, I'm not sure about this leaning over lark. It's starting to pull on me a bit. I'm getting too old. I might have to get one of them little gorilla pod things, or maybe balance the camera on something. That might be the option next time, rather than zooming in and leaning over so far. But at least you get a little bit of a view, you know. Look, yeah. That's it. There you go. Look. So now you got even a. Look how big this is on me. Look. It's like a fucking tent. Jesus Christ, dude. But I thought it was a bit festive, and then I couldn't be asked to go back upstairs to get into the fucking t-shirt. But yeah, you can see that's where we're at. Can't see the top yet up there, but there's more up there. Let's come back in a bit. Right. So, CX. I'll tell you what. Since I had been away, CX has been good to me. Honestly, really good. And these haven't been bought with any credit. These have been bought with cash. Which historically I would have said, if you're using money to buy from CX, you're doing it wrong. Well, I think them times are changing, because I think, and I did mention this ages ago, years ago, there will be a point where CX start to dictate prices. And I don't think we're too far off that. Because again, and it's not fucking rocket science, guys. All I do when a game appears in CX, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit unusual. It's always the unusual ones or whatever. Just hop onto eBay, check what people are selling them for, what they're asking for, what they're sold for, and then you can make your own mind up if paying cash is the way to go. Yeah, you can't see it, but you just send the fucker back. And I don't think, touch wood, of all the games that I've bought, and there's a lot of games I've bought, I've sent any of them back. I've kept some, and I've upgraded some, and I've moved the upgraded ones on to somebody else, but I've not sent them back because they've always been okay. So yeah, times might be a change. Anyway, so this popped up. There was one knocking about on there for the longest time, and it was in Hull. So anything in Hull, Chris Richardson, Press Start Gaming, it's been through his hands, and it's probably like missing bits or shit. But then another one appeared in a different store. And then what did I buy with it? Or did I just take a punt? I think I took a punt, and I thought because I took a punt because I thought if it doesn't drop off from the available stores, then I'll have to buy the other one again and just send the whole one back. But luckily for me, they picked this from the other store, I don't know, like Salisbury or wherever it fucking was. It needs a bit of a clean up. Again, I haven't done anything. It probably needs a case swap. Case got cracked down the back, but other than that, it's all there. Manual probably needs could do with an iron and a bit of a wipe down. Again, I've done nothing with these guys. And it's Namco Museum 3. So I'm only missing 4 now. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for 4. This was about 25 quid, I want to say, which is still a great price. You've got Dig Dug, Glaxion, Ms. Pac-Man, Fozon, Pole Position 2, and Tower of Druaga. Tower of Druaga's alright. Pole Position 2, Retro Dave. Fucking get mentioned again, Retro Dave. But yeah. Oh, it says at the front, but there's a big dirty crack. Put a bit of hair around it. So what? But yeah, there's a bit of a gunk there. So anybody, my tip to getting them things off, WD-40. I don't use IPA because They do something weird to the plastic on plate. I haven't mentioned that before. Someone else says that they do it fine, they just don't leave it on there long enough, but I just find WD-40 is a hell of a lot better. All complete, and again, the manual's got a bit of a dog ear in there, and it's got some cack on it. But we'll give that a wipe over, bit of an iron, it'll be fine. Quite happy with that for that price. And it is in one of them weird hard-edged cases. Yeah, 268, quite a, still under the first 1,000. And then the other one I got before this, God, this has been sat here for ages. Not perfect, but I can live with it. And again, for the price I paid, which I can't remember what it is now, but it's probably gone up on CEX anyway, which it usually happens as soon as someone comes in and you buy it. I've noticed that with the SNES games that I bought. Crikey, some have gone up like 10, 15, 20 quid, even in the time that I bought them, and they've reappeared again. And that's the weird thing, because some of them never appeared, and then I did the price check, and then they're sat there. It's the oddest thing. It's the oddest thing. But anyway, this one hasn't reappeared on CEX, as far as I know. There's a lot of X rentals on eBay, but this come through complete. There is sort of one issue with it, but it's not. It's just cosmetic, so it's, you pay your money, you take your choice. Again, under the first 1,000, this is 563. Samurai Showdown 3. Get my head out of the way. It's way too far away, this is. I've no idea what it plays like. I'm guessing it's probably the load times might be a bit of an issue. It is complete, but the only downfall to it is there's a sticker on the disc. I can better show you this. There's a sticker on the disc. I did try to get it off, but it started to peel away the artwork, so I just left it. Still plays, still boots, works fine. It's not gone through the layer, it's just the top bit, so I just left it on. Thought forget it, I'm not pissing about that anymore. But yeah, Samurai Showdown 3. Namco Museum 3. 3 is a magic number. So again, a couple of nice PlayStation 1. God knows where I'm going to put them. The shelves are going to have to be manoeuvred around once again. No joys. But we're still not double stacking. There will be a time where someone's going to have to change though, because say we are fit to burst. Right, the big Mahuna, the big Kahunas. Some, I think, some nice American SNES games here. eBay. Well, technically 2 eBays, I suppose, and then 2 from local. So I'll do the eBay purchase first. This game in the PAL region is ridiculously expensive. You're probably looking 200 box complete plus, maybe 250, 300 maybe, I don't know. Doesn't come up very often, which is a shame. I've got a loose cart of it. Well, I had a loose cart of this one as well. But I've got the PAL loose cart, which I might just keep hold of for the time being. But this came up, I think it was a bid, and there was a couple of nice American SNES titles that were being auctioned off. And I got this for just over 100 quid. Again, months and months ago, like £101 or something like that. I think it's a great price for the condition. It came with a box protector as well, so it's definitely come from a collector. And it is the mighty Final Fight. They had Contra 3 as well, the Alien Wars, and that went for a not too dissimilar price, about 100 quid. But it is in it's in lovely condition. This is. Look at that. So I've got Final Fight 3, less the manual, and now I've got Final Fight. But because I just thought, like, I'm not going for, look guys, I'm not going for a full PAL SNES collection. It ain't happening. I'm going for games that I just want to add to the collection. Be they ones that I really want to play, or ones that I think, you know what, that's a good price, I'll have that. It's all there, all the dust sleeve. Say in lovely condition, was sent, you know, fantastically as well. So yeah, I thought, well, £100 as opposed to maybe 300 just for the PAL version. Given that I've already got Final Fight 3, sort of less than manual, and American anyway, and you know, there's some stuff doesn't bother me in that respect. Some stuff's nice to have PAL, like I said with F-Zero, because that's what I had before. International Superstar Soccer, because that's what I had as well. So yeah, there is a nostalgia edge to some stuff, but otherwise, yeah, with the SNES stuff, a lot of it's just like, as long as it's complete and it's in nice condition, I'm not bothered too much. Right, so this is an interesting story, or maybe not, depending on your point of view, your perspective. You probably think it's boring, but on local Facebook groups, you all know them, they're on Facebook, Faceache. There's a chap was selling a load of American Super Nintendo games. Now his prices were pretty outrageous. No, not pretty outrageous. They were probably on the money, give or take, but maybe, you know. Now, I messaged him and I asked him about a particular game, because I was just after the box. It was Super Mario RPG, because I just wanted the box. He was like, oh, I don't really want to do that, blah, blah. Anyway, we got chatting, and I say it turns out I wouldn't say he lives around the corner, but he ain't very far. He's about 10 minutes away from me. And he said, look, you're more than welcome to pop round and have a look. And then sort of asked him, has he got anything else? And he did have some of the stuff, Japanese Saturn. He said he's got GameCube, and there was something else as well that he was looking to shift on. But anyway, went round to see him. Lovely guy, actually, really nice guy. We got to discussing the boxes and stuff like that. And it ends up being, he used to live in, his wife's Brazilian, he used to live in Brazil, so he's importing games from the States. So it's cheap, and that's how he's got this collection. But he was doing kind of what I sort of do, where he's piecing stuff together but never really complete. So a lot of the games didn't have manuals. But that wasn't really reflective in the price, and neither was the condition of some of the boxes. So it's kind of like looked at it and gone, oh, a box copy of that is this much, but it's not really, because yours hasn't got the manual and it's not in the same condition. He kind of knew that a little bit, and he said he might put them on eBay, but it is what it is. But anyway, I went round, had a look through some of the stuff, picked a couple of games out. It's done me an absolutely massive deal on the price. I mean, he only just met me, and I was 20 quid short, because I just put it through the letterbox. I ended up PayPaling it in the end anyway, but maybe it was a test, I don't know. Did I pass? I don't know. So, for 170 quid, I've got these 3 games. Now, I have upgraded one of them, because one appeared then on eBay in a lot nicer condition for not too much more money than I paid, so I'm looking to move the copy that I got from him on. And you know, just take the other hit. So again, not for everybody, but I think for what I paid, really good prices. This one is missing the manual, and this is Wizardry 6. And again, they come in the box protectors. So we'll take this out. The Americans seem to get a lot more of the RPGs. It looks like a dungeon crawler. It's got a bit of a sump, but again, when I get my iron, I can straighten that out. But other than that, the actual box itself, because say some of his boxes were a little bit ropey, so this one stood out as a quite a nice box. Looks like a Dungeon Master, because he did have Dungeon Master, Eye of the Beholder type affair. Come on. But it's all there with the dust sleeve. So yeah, one US exclusive, never released over here. So we have that one. Then we have this one, which I know I'll mention him again, Alex. I'd love this game in the arcades. And it is a US exclusive, never come out in the PAL regions, and it's none other than Rampart. So what happened with this? The copy I had from the guy, was complete, which kind of like, which is why I sort of thought, oh, I'm interested in that. But the box was a bit raggedy. This one popped up off of eBay for 45 quid, so like 15 quid more than I paid, because I think he said 30 quid for this. And this box is far nicer, far nicer. And it's from that Chill Out Games or whatever you call it. But Rampart, for those that don't know, it's basically a castle siege game. So you have a time limit. You have to build your castle up to defend your castle, and then fire at the incoming ships. It's great in 2 players. In the arcades, had a rollerball. It's brilliant. But this, like again, it's fucking fantastic condition. 45, was that a bit much? I don't know actually. I think once you start to factor in importing it from the States, because a lot of these, many of these don't appear in the UK in that respect. And because it was on my mind as well, I thought, you know what, let's just nab it. And if I sell my one on for 30 or 40 quid or whatever, then you know I've only paid a little bit more for this one. Still paid for it, obviously, but that's by the by. And then the creme de la creme. So Rampart was 30, Wizardry was 40, yeah, and this was 100. So he had this. This wasn't on his listing. Neither was Wizardry. He had a second pile that he said, I haven't took photographs of these yet, and he showed me these games. That's why I picked these out. This one caught my eye straight away, and I think he had like 160 on this. And he said to me, "Oh yeah, I'll do it for 100," because it's not an exclusive, but this style is an exclusive. I was mentioning this to Fob, my mate Rob, because he was like, bloody hell. I said, yeah, but when you see it, he hasn't seen it yet, so when you see it, you'll know what I mean. I didn't notice that there. What the hell is that? Oh, never mind. Is that on it, or has that been blocked? Anyway, I don't know. But the game is Robocop versus Terminator. So you're not going to see anything, because this is the weird thing about this release. It's got a hard top, which is super funky. And there's the cartridge. So again, I mean, I don't think it's that cheap. PAL region. But when I was looking at it and I lifted out the car, I goes, is this one complete? And basically what it was like that. And he goes, I said, no, it's not complete. He goes, but you got a poster. So, yeah, it's a poster. It's not the poster. It is the actual instructions. Thank God it was pointing the way around. So he thought it was, I don't think that's why he knocked so much money off. But all of these games, if you look on eBay, all of them are folded like that. Because the manual doesn't fit. It's bigger than the box. So they have to fold it. So fortuitously enough, because it was pointing that way and not that way, he didn't even know it had the instructions. So that's a boxed, complete copy of Robocop vs Terminator for 100 quid. Round the corner. Which way is it? Yeah, so it's got it like on the edges there. But it's just because it's got that unusual top on it. So there we have it, guys. Some nice, couple of nice imports there. Let me know what you think of the view. Let me know what you think of me fucking tent. This is fucking huge. But that's it for today. There's still shitloads of Super Nintendo, mainly Nintendo now. A couple of PlayStation, looking at them there. But the bulk is SNES, is Super Nintendo, and some N64, but it's mainly Nintendo. Or there may be some other stuff comes through. Who knows? Who knows? Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.